She prefers sawdust. Come on, that's really sawdust. She likes cinders. Come on, cinders. She does cinders. No, that's not. Eglantine. Sawdust. Come on.
William Brown!
Quick.
Gotcha now! You young blackguard! That pig, William Brown, that pig Eglantine, has, as you very well know, won prizes at every show for miles around. I take pride in that pig. I tend her with my own hands. I allow her no rivals. I take photographs of every other pig in the neighborhood who might possibly pose as a rival. I worship Eglantine. As a savage might worship the totem of his tribe. So when her appetite begins to fail, when she won't eat what I prepared with my own hands, when that happens, I'm more than mystified, I'm distressed. And I'm determined to discover the cause. Today, by hiding for 4 hours in an attitude of acute discomfort, I have discovered the cause. You have been feeding my pig cinders. Have you anything to say?
Yes.
What?
She'd rather eat sawdust.
Sawdust?
Well, someone said to me that pigs will eat anything, and I said they don't. And he said, I bet they do. So I said, well, let's try her on cinders and sawdust. So we did. She likes sawdust best.
William Brown, that is a prize pig, and I want you to respect her. Let this be a lesson learned. Pigs do not eat sawdust unless they wish to lose weight and stop winning prizes. She's lost pounds and pounds. If you so much as enter my garden again, I shall speak about you to your father. Understood?
And by the way, William.
Yes, Father?
What are you doing next Saturday?
Nothing.
Good. I thought I might take you up to London to that circus you've been talking about.
Crumbs, the circus!
And afterwards to tea with my Aunt Letitia. She said she'd like to see you, even though she doesn't like boys.
Doesn't she?
Only if they're very polite.
Oh.
So I said we'd go, provided you behave yourself in the meantime.
It isn't only the circus. It's old Aunt Letitia. She never gives me Christmas presents.
What does she do then?
Every time I see her, she gives me 5 shillings.
5 shillings? I don't think I've ever seen 5 shillings since my last birthday.
We need 5 shillings for a sledge.
Yeah, if I do anything wrong, you won't take me. I mean, you'd sooner play golf any old day.
Well, if I were you, I'd just do nothing between now and then. So, eat at meal times and go to bed at night and that sort of thing. Well, then you can't have any excuse for not taking you.
And wash and brush your hair, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You can't just do nothing but that. There's 24 hours in a day. You can't wash and brush your hair for 24 hours. You'd probably get some disease if you did.
Well, you could sit quiet and read a book.
I've read all the books I want to read. No, I'll just go for quiet walks with you, in between washing my face and brushing my hair and such like. I'll just go for quiet walks with you. Now, he can't mind that, can he?
Of course he can't.
He can't, so it'll be all right. I'll just do that. I'll just go for quiet walks with you, in between keeping myself tidy. I better do that because of getting a little fresh air. They say people die what don't get any fresh air. And I shouldn't like to die before I've been to the circus. Wouldn't be fair on Father either. He's already bought the tickets.
Where should we walk to?
Well, I wouldn't mind walking up to Mr. Ballater's back garden and taking a look at his pig.
He'll boil us alive.
Well, look, let's just see how she is. We won't give her cinders or sawdust or anything to eat. We'll just look at her. Now, there can't be any harm in just going to look at her, can there?
Where's old Ballater?
Well, he's not here anyhow. Come on.
Crumbs, she's fairer than ever. I bet if you picked her in the pin, she'd go off pop. I bet she doesn't like his food half as much as what we used to.
No. It was fun watching her crunching cinders.
It seems to me as if she's turning into an elephant. I bet you could ride on her back just the same as if she was an elephant.
I bet you couldn't.
I bet you could. Try then.
What's that? Who's there?
I didn't know that. Come on, on the gate.
Then, go on, quick. Now I can see. Run.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's running all right. I guess you can't call that running.
Come on.
Righto.
William Brown, get off that pig! I know you, my boy, and I know where you live. I shall call to see your father this very evening. Pounds she must have lost today. Literally pounds.
Well, you'll tell your father. And you won't be able to go to the circus now.
And we were going to buy a sledge with that money.
Yeah, old Ballotin and pull my ears off. That pig knocked me, so I'm all bruises.
Perhaps he'll forget to tell your father.
No, he won't. I could tell he wouldn't by the way he pulled my ears. It's extraordinary to me how fast my ears seem to be stuck onto my head. I bet he'd have had them right off if they'd been anybody else's. Then they'd been put in prison. Put in prison where he couldn't keep pigs or pull people's ears off.
Yes, but he's not in prison, and he's going to tell your father tonight.
Perhaps if you tell your father about your ears, he'll let you go to the circus to make up.
You don't know him. It's just the excuse he needs to play golf instead of going to the circus.
Well, what do we do then?
Oh, we just got to stop and go to my father.
How?
Well, we got to think of a way. You expect me to be able to think of a thing the minute I've said it, same as if I was a conjurer or something. I'm not magic, I'm only human, same as everyone else. I've suggested that we stop and go to my father. There must be ever so many ways. You might try to think of one.
Poison him.
And what with?
Lock him up in his house until you've been to the circus and got the 5 shillings.
And break a window and get out. Then it'd be far worse for all of us. Like, we've got to think something more cunning than that.
All right, then. If you can think of a more cunning way than lock him up in his house, think of it.
I bet I will too. I bet I'll find one all right if I think long enough. People in books always find ways to stop other people doing things. And I bet I'm as good as a person in a book any day.
Well, how do they stop people doing things?
Well, sometimes. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. How? Well, look, we'll find out something he's done wrong in his past and hold it over him. And if he goes and tells about the pig, we'll get the police on him.
Well, suppose he hasn't done anything wrong in his
Yeah,
past.
it doesn't look like he's ever done anything wrong in his past. He's got a good sort of face.
Yes, but that's why he's never got found out. With him having a good sort of face, people took it for granted he didn't do it. Now, if he'd had a bad sort of face, they'd have known he did it.
Did what?
Well, did whatever he did.
Well, what did he do?
Well, that's what we got to find out. I bet he murdered someone, pulling their ears out.
Yeah, but we haven't any proof he's done anything wrong at all.
Well, if he hasn't done anything wrong, why is he living in the country keeping a pig?
Perhaps he likes living in the country with a pig.
Of course he doesn't. He may like living in the country, but he doesn't like keeping a pig.
How do you know?
Well, because whatever he says, no one could like keeping a pig. I mean, there's nothing sort of about pigs. I mean, if he kept wild animals, or snakes, or even butterflies, or birds, you might think he was keeping them because he wanted to keep them. But pigs, he must be keeping them so as to stop people suspecting that he was a criminal. I bet he wears a wig too. I bet his real hair's black.
But how can we find him out?
Oh, just by spying on him. Probably he's got some confederation coming to see him sometimes. You know, they generally do. Come to that, I don't suppose he's stopped. I mean, you don't often find them stopping. I mean, once he sort of got into the way of stealing, you sort of can't stop all at once. I bet it was stealing he did. Where'd he get his money if he's not a thief? He doesn't go up to London to an office like our fathers do. He doesn't earn it. He must have stole it. I bet he's stealing right now from the people all about here. That pig's just to put people off. I'm going to go back there now and start watching his house and listening. And I advise anyone he catches hold of to take good care of their ears.
Oh, don't shut up about your ears. We're risking our lives so that you can go to the circus, and you will keep on about your ears.
You'll keep going on about them if he got all of yours, same as what he got all of mine.
I wouldn't shut up about them by now. Oh, listen, why don't you both shut up? So we can all find clues about the wrong he did in his past.
Here we are. So long since I've seen you. I've so much to tell you, Cousin Emily. Do sit down.
Thank you.
Now, before we have lunch, let us drink to Eglantine recovering from the attack upon her by that dastardly boy. Of course, I have a good deal of jealousy to contend with. You know how little-minded people are where pigs are concerned. I once grew marrows, and it was just the same with those. Cucumbers, too. There's something about pigs and marrows and cucumbers that seems to bring out the worst in people, seems to paralyze their sense of truth.
Thank you.
You'll be surprised if you knew the people who've told me that eglantine is nothing to the pigs they've had. Just the same as people did with marrows. Fortunately, I've got a check on the people who've kept pigs around here because I've managed to get snapshots of most of them. And when they begin to talk about it, I just bring them out and show them the photograph of their pig beside the snapshot I've got of eglantine, taken at just the same distance. No, even the vicar. Well, he hasn't kept them for a few years now, but even the vicar started saying the other day that his prize pig was quite as big as eglantine. I took out the photograph to show him. Didn't like it at all. I mean, ordinarily, he's a perfectly truthful man, of course. Amazing, isn't it? I'll show you the photographs. That's the vicar's. I took it about 2 years ago.
He's one. He's a thief. What stole from the vicar? That's exactly what he said. That's the vicar's. I took it 2 years ago, telling him straight out like that. What was he showing him? I couldn't see, but there's a lot of silver stuff in that room. I expect he was showing him some of that. Well, then I heard him moving, so I came away. Because I suspect that he's a pretty ruthless sort of man. If he gets to know that anyone's found out about his secret life of crime, well, I mean, I know he is from my ears.
Well, how are we going to let him know we know about his career of crime?
Well, I vote we write to him.
Saying what?
All is known. Flee.
The fact that I use him fleeing is going to be to me. If he writes to my father first.
Tell you what, we'll find out what he stole from the vicar and take it back. And even if he does write to your father, then we'll be even. We did play about with his pig, but we took something back that was stolen.
How are we going to find out what he stole?
Oh, well, we'll just go along to the vicarage and see.
Here, where are you going? Who said you could come in?
We want to see the vicar quick, Sergeant.
Well, you can't. He's out on his visiting. He's never in at this time of day. Anyway, what are you doing coming in here?
Never mind, we'll wait. We've got to see him. What should we do? Wait in here?
Here, where are you going? You can't come barging in like this. You should have some respect. This is a vicarage, you know.
We're only going to wait. I mean, we're not going to break anything or walk on the chairs. We'll just sit quiet and read and look at the pictures.
You're quietly nothing I've heard about you boys. And I'm not having you here when he gets back. It'd be more than my life was worth.
What do you mean?
Well, he's not going to like it, is he? He's got a very nasty temper, you know. Wouldn't like to be in your shoes either, come to that.
But look, we come to help him. He'll be pleased. He'll be glad you let us in. Honest, he will.
You don't know him, that's all I can say.
Of course I do. I see him at church. And he's always come to Sunday school to talk at us and things. Now, there's nothing to be afraid of. He's harmless.
Do I hear voices?
Please, Mum, I'm ever so sorry, Mum. They just all barged in. There was nothing I could do.
Well, now, how can we help? Is there anything I can do?
He said they want to see the vicar. He said it was urgent.
Well, dear boys, the vicar is out at present, and I am about to go to London for a mothers' meeting conference, so if you have anything to say, you must say it quickly. Well, what are you about this fine day? You're not spending it quite uselessly, I hope. You're trying to bring pleasure to others besides yourselves, I hope.
Please, did you have anything stolen about 2 years ago?
Stolen, dear boy. Stolen. Past participle, stolen. I steal, he stole, the teapot has been stolen.
What teapot was it?
Well, as a matter of fact, we did have a teapot stolen about 2 years ago. A beautiful silver teapot. It was a great grief to both of us. The only thing we've ever had stolen. Stolen, note, dear boy, not stole. Past participle, stolen. I steal, he stole, the teapot has been stolen.
About 2 years ago?
Yes, my dear boy, why?
Oh, well, I just wondered.
Ah, but you shouldn't, you know. You shouldn't wonder. Curiosity, you see? Idle curiosity. Now, you remember what the vicar said in his last sermon about idle curiosity, don't you?
A teapot, that's it. That's what we must have been shown as Confederates. Let's go back and get it.
Oh, look, it might be a bit difficult. I mean, what if he's one of those desperate criminals, what you read about in books? Look, I'd almost as soon miss that 5 shillings as get gagged and left in cellars, same as people get in books.
Look, you're not scared, are you?
Me? No, I
Then
just
come
got...
on.
Look, there it is. What? Look, silver in a can. Where? Get out. Come on, get out. Hey, William, oh, be careful. He'll be coming back with his gags and things. Is there a teapot? Yeah. I don't see how I can help bring the vicars.
Oh, you haven't come back. Not twice in one day. I thought we'd seen the last. Here, where you all going?
Where do you think? We come to see the vicar. He must be better by now.
Well, what if he is? It doesn't mean he's got time to talk to boys. He's a very busy man.
Well, wait then, until he stopped being busy.
Oh, I thought we'd had all this out before. Not in here.
It was all right before, wasn't it? I mean, she didn't get cross or anything, did she? In fact, she was quite nice about it all.
He's different. He's not going to like it.
Where is he? What's he doing?
He's in his study writing his sermon. And when he comes out, he's going to be in one of his moods. He always is.
Well, wait then. We got to.
What for?
Well, same as I just said. We want to speak to the vicar. It's important.
I don't care what it is. He wasn't to be disturbed except for sudden illness or death. Are you sudden illness or death?
No.
Well, it can't be disturbed for you then.
What about her? When will she be back?
She's staying away till tomorrow.
Well, look, we got this back. It was stolen. Anyway, it was stolen. It was stolen 2 years ago.
I'll be leaving here soon anyway. I just got engaged to the milkman.
Look, just make the tea in it and take it into them. And don't say anything. Just see what he says. It'll be a nice surprise.
What will?
I said make the tea in it and take it into them.
Is that all you come to say?
Oh, she's balmy.
She's thinking about the milkman.
I'll tell you what, I'll take no more cheek from you boys.
Yeah, but will you make the tea in that pot?
Be off with you. Go away.
Mary? Mary! Where is the girl?
What was that? What's happening?
Nothing, sir. Just some boys.
You won't forget that Mr. Ballater's coming to tea, will you?
No, sir, won't forget. Mr. Ballater.
The vicar can say what he likes, Eglantine. He can say what he likes. But I have the biggest pig. Just like I used to have the biggest marrows and cucumbers.
It is, as you know, old chap, the only point on which I take issue against my dear wife. She says that no man who thinks a good deal about pigs, marrows and cucumbers can possibly be a spiritual man. But I think a great deal about them. You surely can't say that I'm not spiritual.
What? Doesn't the worry and the concern make us spiritual? Mind you, I feel happier about Eglantine now than I did earlier in the day.
What an ordeal.
The boy rode her. The biggest pig in the country. He rode her. Fortunately, I know him and can complain of his conduct to his father, whom I hope will take active measures. A valuable animal like that. Pounds she must have lost.
I remember in the case of that pig I had 1 or 2 years ago. I called her Judith, a really gigantic creature. Oh, thank you, Mary.
Thank you, sir.
Milk and sugar?
Please. Of course, I never believed that it was just the hand-prepared food that made my pigs the most enormous. It was the pig's quiet life that made the diet so effective. That's why I felt so much happier about Eglantine. She had a nice little nap this afternoon. There's nothing like relaxation for...
When you say the most enormous, I don't think you do me justice. My Judith was every bit as big as your Eglantine. It was your photograph of Judith that was out of focus and made her look about half a real size. I say, Mr. Ballater, are you feeling quite 100%?
No, Sutton, if you'll excuse me, I must return home.
Certainly, old chap. Mary, goodness, I wonder what... I do believe he's beginning to realize it at last. Judith was as big as Eglantine, every bit as big.
Gone. Good grief. Perhaps the vicar's a Jekyll and Hyde. One part of him a vicar, and the other a thief.
He must be fleeing.
He's getting his loot together.
But if we didn't take a few more of those silver things and stop him getting abroad with them.
Let's go and get some of them now.
I don't know, he might come back. And he'd be desperate, of course, with being found out.
Well, I'll just have a try. You keep a lookout, and if you see him coming, give the danger whistle. No, not that one. That's I'm being attacked by lions.
I met a shark while bathing.
That's I'm being pursued by Red Indians.
Well, it's danger.
It's not. Well, it's when I'm whistling. Just keep a lookout, that's all. operation, collecting the loot.
From what your maid says, it sounds like the same boy. I mean, William Brown, who made Eglantine run around her pen this morning. I think that what's called for is a word from both of us to his father, but I must call in at home. I remember now, the wretched boy and his friends were uncomfortably close just now.
Very good, Vicar, you've got him. I hope someone will get him before he fled right off. I've got the one who stayed behind to collect the things. I've locked him in a bedroom.
A bedroom?
We must investigate at once.
Hello, my dear. I must tell you about William.
No, don't tell me. I know. More complaints. Well, what is this time? Damage to property, noise, trespass. You know, I sometimes wonder we've got any friends left at all. Well, I warned him a week ago. In the event of anything like this, the visit to the circus is off. Now, tell me, who have I got to apologise to this time?
No, my dear, no one. Quite the opposite. Mr. Ballater says that William caught a burglar for him. He's most grateful. There was something about a pig and a teapot, too. But it was such a complicated story, I couldn't quite follow it. Anyway, the upshot of it all is that William caught a burglar for Mr. Ballater. And Mr. Ballater's so grateful to him that he's going to take them all to the zoo next week for a little treat.
Heaven help him.